life is like a chess. Every move that they make, they know very well that they rather destroy the pawns, their upfronts, their puppets. Yeah, which is your president that you feel like you selected them. Chukumala, the bloodthirsty Jekyll Island. They used to sacrifice ordinary people.
This is a very dark island.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I'm just gonna come my hair, back at it again. But you won't see that we back at it again because it's gonna be one thing, and it's gonna be part 2 and part 3, and so many different parts. But we all playing our part. I'm just gonna comb my hair. Make sure you like, you comment, subscribe, you share with your friend, and tell her to tell a friend, and tell her to tell her, and him and her, him, her, so that they come around here and subscribe. I don't know how many times, but keep on doing the same thing. We're moving, chopping it up about old money,
This is the B life, it's the real life. It's so bad, sometimes it's so better, someday feeling like it's so beautiful. We live in B life, now this is the real life. This is the B life, it's the real life. It's so
Fly, make sure you subscribe. Hey, tell your mom to come watch this. She don't know, but we're trying to share positive vibes only.
Sure.
So now take me to the American. Is it the American Reserve Bank? Yeah.
American Reserve Bank.
Yeah.
The Jekyll Island.
The Jekyll Island. Yeah.
Look at the word Jekyll Island.
Yeah.
Sure, it's.
Why did I say the Accra though? But it's okay.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
The Jekyll, that's not
Probably you mentioned it in Greek. In Greek, Accra.
Yeah.
And I'm joking. It's a Jekyll Island.
It's a Jekyll Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to give you a brief of the Jekyll Island. Jekyll Island was where the native Red Indians, because the American actually is not.
Was hijacked by the head of the Red Indians.
Yeah.
So you American, just know that you're not home. You're not home, nigga. You're not home. But it's cool. We're not there, man. You can explain your history. I don't know, man. Teach me,
Yeah.
But what I know is, hell, man.
Yeah.
Stop hijacking people. It was
Actually,
an empty space.
we know very well that based on the history, Columbus, 1492, when they say he arrived there, he discovered America. But he found actually the natives staying there.
And those are Red
Indians. Yeah. So there was a place actually, the Jekyll Island, where also the natives, Americans. When I speak about the natives,
it's a very dark island.
Yeah, it is quite dark, So just to give you a brief of it, but I'd like you to make a research about it. So Jekyll Island. Yeah, Jekyll Island.
Check it out. See it there?
Yeah. So it is an island that was located in the south of Georgia. It's a small island located in the south of Georgia, where the natives used to reside there. So the natives actually, they used to also reside with the giants. So those giants, I'm just going to remember the name right now.
Are we talking about big people? The giants.
Those people were 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
They're 7 feet tall. They were quite giants.
Yeah.
So it
Most
happened
of
that
them were they in the Jekyll Island.
In the Jekyll Island, yeah.
Okay.
So in the Jekyll Island, so they were 7 feet tall. So it happened that actually the French, they came there as tourists, as guides, to tour actually the place, and they met these giants. I think it's the Chukumala, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to remember the name vividly. Then they found them there. They were friendly actually creatures. But
talking to tiny people.
Yeah.
Crush a tiny person.
yeah. But however, what is great about them is that they had an altar. That altar where they used to sacrifice actually they used to sacrifice ordinary people, like ordinary people. They used to chop them, they used to sacrifice them and they used to eat them.
They used to eat ordinary people.
Yeah.
Like us.
Yeah.
Why were they even doing that? Just because we're tiny?
They're bloodthirsty. Probably,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, creatures in different islands. We can find also when you go to Haiti, we find different kinds of tribes who also practice cannibalism. Like that you see. So they ate people. So when the French actually they saw that night, they started to panic. They started to be scared. They say, rather, we need to
chop them off.
Yeah, we need to run away.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to run away
because they can't fight them.
Yeah, because they were scared. But how can they be friendly? But the rituals that they do of sacrificing the people. That's why the thing of the bloodthirsty, the Illuminati thing, the conspiracy. People they have like a fixed narrow perspective about it. So then what happened at that time, there was a where actually the altar where they used to sacrifice the people. So but decades later, then the family, such as the JP Morgan dynasty, it was established by JP Morgan, as well as the Rockefeller, as well as the Rothschild. Then they had actually an island. They decided actually to establish an island there. But the Rockefeller, they were the initiators of it, to say that I really want to build actually our property here. That's a scary thing, because they knew very well what is happening there. So now they built actually their house on top of that altar where they used to sacrifice the people. So now that's where actually the Federal Reserve Bank actually was established.
What if there's still giants in there?
There is actually probably we can touch on that some other time.
Okay.
That these people, the elites, actually they have a contact, with what today we call as extraterrestrial or aliens, or we call them the giants. Yeah. That's how they communicate. But I don't want to really dive on that. Easy. So that's where actually the Jekyll Islands actually was established. That's where the dollar, the Federal Reserve actually was established. In the Jekyll Islands. So that's why the last time I mentioned about money's energy, they used their esoteric powers so that they can be able to bring energy, so that they can be able to attract people with this money. That's why the whole world, as I say, money makes the world round. It's because of the energy that was invested there in money. If you think about it, money is just a piece of paper, right? It's just a piece of paper. So you can take any paper, you can just take probably the I don't know, the 10 rand bill or the dollar bill, but what makes it actually to be different? Well, what makes actually the dollar bill, the rand, or any ordinary paper, that was chopped from the tree, manufactured, to become a paper,
from cotton and all
to become more valuable. So we know that it's because of the contract, but there's the contract that was made there, it is because they did the esoteric rituals, so that they can make money to be more valuable. So by making money more available,
the energy going in inside that money.
So the ultimatum rather, it was to actually to have the total control of the global resources and to control actually the people. That's why a lot of people to govern. That's why people actually that have invested so much actually in money. Even forgetting actually the main purpose actually why we like our main purpose here on this earth, because we're always chasing this with this node. I must admit as well, I'm a victim of that. So we truly fond of money.
And now how do old money families maybe adapt to changing times and economic conditions?
Whenever there's going to be a change, there must be the law that has to be implemented. It means that is why they also control the judicial system. The judicial system that can be able to suit, the creators, the people actually created this,
So it all starts from the government. And then all those people who inherited their own money will then adjust to, just because now the judicial is giving out laws that this is this is that, this is how we do things.
These people, they sit in the round table. They sit in the round table. They do have constant meeting. Actually how to change so that every kind of investment that exists can be able to suit them. It can be for them. Not rather against them.
So they're only thinking about them.
Yeah.
Because whatever they do, it affects the whole world.
It affects the whole world. Besides the global recessions, the genocides, the wars. I'm just going to speak about a little bit about wars. So wars as well as they're funded by the elites. I'm just going to give you a typical example about the current war that is happening
in Ukraine and
Russia, as well as Palestine and in Israel, in Gaza. But I'm just going to give you the Ukraine and Russia as well. So these people, if they want to win the country, this is like a chess. If they want to win the country, they're going to incite war between two countries. Inciting war between two countries, what do they have to do? They need media on their hands. Needing media, it's also part of the resources that they're going to use, so they can convince the public society, the civilians, the people that this is what is happening. That's why when you look at the TV, it's called television. They're giving that vision of what is happening, so that you mustn't see actually the reality behind it. So by doing that, they are funding actually Ukraine, they are funding Russia at the same time. So, but the media is going to tell us that these are the two oppositions, which are not. The sad thing is that the president, they might think that they are oppositions, but however, not knowing that they are funded by the same person.
Who's trying to win over the land?
Yeah, actually both are thinking they're in competition, but the person actually here knows that the very game that he's playing, this chess game he's playing, he wants to get the resources from this country. For example, the Ukraine is rich with discovered oil. They discovered also there's a lot of grain as well. So now, what they're going to do, they're going to fund them, giving the ammunition, giving them the fundings so they can be able to fight. So getting the information from Russia, giving it to Ukraine, getting from Ukraine, giving it to Russia. Then the country that they wanted to lose, for example, let's say Ukraine, then they're just going to delay to give them, let's say, ammunition or funding so that Russia can continue attack.
Yeah.
But taking, they can see that, but now you're vulnerable. How about you can take these resources and export them, to the G7 countries, to your UK, where they put actually most of their assets. Then by doing that, then they give them the ammunition, but it's already late.
Yeah,
now they're fighting a losing battle.
Yeah.
So
they'll have to fight while running to where they want them to go. Yeah.
The infrastructure is destabilized. Then who's going to come? One of the elite family, the Bartering family, but are dealing with construction. They're going to say your infrastructure now is done. All the hospital, all the public, your state-owned entities, they're down. So you can come and actually reconstruct them. Reconstructing them, it's okay. We can see that you're in debt because now the people who are funding you with this war, now you can't pay them back because you lost the battle. So now they're going to say, but since you lost, we rather actually have like something like the resources,
let's unite.
Your oil.
Yeah.
They don't want to unite.
Oh, okay.
We just want to take. You're going to give us a certain portion, not even a certain. Most of the portion, because we funded you with a lot of money.
Because you ain't got anything to run. Anyways,
Give us the oil, give us a grain. So with that, so that you can be able to even actually accumulate more wealth with that. So then the other family is going to come to just destabilize again Ukraine to say that, okay, we're going to construct buildings for you, all hospital, all schools, whatever actually you need so that you can be able to run the country. But however, we're going to privatize this so that we can be able to get the interest. All this property is ours, but at least we can be able to run the country. All the genocides, all the wars that are made, they're funded. The Al-Qaeda's as well, when you look at the CIA as well, they're in Iran, Iraq as well. It was all funded. Bin Laden also was funded so that they can be able to, so they can be able to get so they can be able to take the resources there. In Iran, in Iraq, this war so that they can be able to get the resources. The continuous genocides that are happening, they are happening deliberately. This is the same actually entities, the same elites that they also form what is called the United Nations. The United Nations actually is formed by a family, like that you see. So the same family that they're going to come with the education system, the standard of education system, the standard of probably the pharmaceutical industry as well, so that it can be it can be catered, so they can actually destabilize everything. There are different kinds of entities that are going to be established there: the IMF, the World Bank, the GATT, which is the gross agreements, trade and tariffs, how to control your prices, like that, inflation, and also comes with that. So they create a image structure that I know the people from bottom they can't see because the media is there, to control their mind. Like a lot of destruction is there, so they can't see actually what is happening behind. So that's why the war is one of the way that they can be able to invest. It's a long-term investment actually for the whole monies.
Yeah, because it's long-term.
Because war actually it's also sponsored by corporations. Those huge corporations that that exist in the world. Because they know that if they find that war, then they can get to that country. Then they can be able to market whatever product that they want to and perpetuate to the people so that they can go for it. So all those kind of things. It's one of the ventures that they do. It's really a sad, but the hard truth. I know it's difficult to swallow. I know really. It sounds so bizarre, but life is like a chess. Every move that they make, they know very well that they rather destroy the pawns they're up front, they're puppets.
So big deal to the
Yeah, which is your president that you feel like you selected them so that they can be able to benefit, to benefit at the end, as you can see. So it's what I call the same opposite. Like it means that they give you the perception that they're two opposition or opposition actually parties, but which are not, because they're the same. But these people actually, they are playing a game so that they can be able to, to accumulate and eventually at the end, get the total control of the society.
Feeling, man.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're coming back. Finna have some tea, but we might come back in a different outfit. Stay tuned. I'm Dusky and I can't comb my hair. This is 39. We out.
Salute.
Got you.
Peace.
Best.
Best.